Hello everybody, welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do the 3-layer bow tie bow. As you can tell, it is going to be like a winter Frozen themed. You will need 3 pieces of 1.5 inch grosgrain, 7.5 inches long. I have already folded and creased all 3 of mine. You will need the clip of your choice lined if it needs to be. You will need some 3/8 to wrap the center. You're going to need your scissors, your lighter, your glue gun. You are also going to need needle and thread. And the center of your choice, I am going to be using this adorable, cute little snowflake clay. And this is a really simple bow. I have a tutorial for the bow tie bow that I will link below, but I'm just going to go through this since it's so very simple to do. Overlap the ends a little. Bring the center into the middle of that. And then I fold down in the center and bring both ends so you get a bow tie shape. You don't need these. I just find it very helpful, especially if you're not going to be sewing these right away. You could use a pin too for this, but I am going to use some double prong clips. And you repeat that same step with the other 2 pieces, overlapping slightly. Bringing the center up. And doing your fold. And the last piece. I love this ribbon. I got gifted this, so I am unfortunately not sure where you can buy this specific ribbon. But the solids are from Ribbon and Bows Oh My, as they generally are on my channel. They use Offray solids, and Offray is just the best quality that I have found, aside from Schiff, which is no longer made, sadly. You can buy Offray at a couple of different places, Walmart locally. You can buy it through Hair Bow Center, Ribbon and Bows Oh My, Ribbon Queen, just a lot of different places. Alright, so we have 3 bow tie bows ready to go. The back is going to be the blue and white. So they'll be stacked on top of each other. So run the needle up through the center of the bottom one, whichever you choose to be the bottom color. You could also do this just in 2 colors. I wanted to do 3, just for an extra added little punch. So you have those 2 together. Pull the thread up through the center. Why is this stuck? Hold on, my thread is wonky. All right. My thread keeps getting stuck on stuff. Now it's stuck on my tripod. Today just does not seem to be my day. Everything that could be going wrong has gone wrong today. All right, the clips are on the floor. I will pick them up later. I just have to re-cinch that. And then you are going to wrap the center a few times. Make sure they're even. Pull tight. What you will have thus far is something like that. Normally I would tie off in the back, but because we still have that one piece there, I'm tying in the front, and I will show you why in a moment I chose to do the front. The reason why I chose to do the front is I still have to do this bow. Push the needle up through the center bottom. This glittered ribbon is just slightly more harder to work with than your typical grosgrain. I probably should have had that in mind when I chose this ribbon, but here we are. And we don't want to pull tight yet because we want to wrap it at least once around the top layer. Of course I pulled tight, so. But wrap once around the top layer and then wrap around the full bow. Pull tight to cinch everything together. My thread is crooked. There we go. Pull tight. And then you're going to knot off in the back. Like that. Clip off any excess. Because this bow is so small, I won't stiffen it. It's up to you, really. But I don't feel because it's so small that it requires stiffening. But this is the bow so far. You can spread out the base or leave it more compacted. Aesthetically, it's just up to you at this point. But that's what we have. Take your clip, run a line of glue across it, lay it on the back, glue your clip down. Okay. Take your 3/8 that you're going to wrap the center. Oh, excuse me. Put it inside the clip, bring it around the front, through the center, pull tight. This is a really small little bow. It's great for little girls or slightly older ones that don't want such a big bow in their hair. My customers like these bows for when the little one is growing out bangs, because it's small enough that you can pull the bangs to the side and clip this right there on the side. Clip off any excess ribbon and heat seal both cut ends. Now you can leave the bow like this, just like that, but I have a center that I want to put on. I'm gonna grab a felt circle really quick. It's not really needed, but I like putting felt circles on the back of all of my embellishments for the centers, just so that it sticks on a little bit better. And you just want to hold the felt circle. It's where nails come in handy, but a pair of pliers if you don't have nails would do this, or tweezers. Run the glue and pop the felt circle on the back of your embellishment like that. And then I just put a dot of glue right there in the center and plop the embellishment on. Push down to make sure that it fully adheres, and there you go. You have a really cute triple bow tie bow. All right, I forgot that I had glued this onto something else and it did not stick. I got a bunch of these, you guys can see this, they're cake decorations. Walmart's clearance section usually has, at least for me, a bunch of them. Okay, we'll just peel that off. And we'll grab, I'm just going to cut a tiny little piece of felt. I'm just going to use, I just buy a sheet of this felt at Walmart. I think it's like 23 cents. I'm just going to use a tiny little square because we're just going to be adhering this to this. You can add to clay centers, as you can see. Just do it the right way. I don't know why I had adhered this like this. I should have known it was going to come off. I think it was supposed to be a temporary tack, and I just forgot to make it a little bit more permanent. So there we go. I will tack on the clay onto the felt. Remember to, as always, push down on the glue and make sure it adheres. All right, there we go. This is your triple bow tie bow, and it is ready to be worn by your little princess or to sell. Thank you guys for tuning in. Pardon the mistake, the huge faux pas that I committed, but leaving that in so that you guys can learn from it. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share this video. If you have not already subscribed and you would like to see more bow tutorials and to be notified every time I upload a new video, which is about once a week now, click the subscribe button somewhere around here. If you have any tutorial requests, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Thank you guys and have a wonderful day. Bye.